Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the AJS TV channel to Aston Villa against Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. I am excited for this game. I think this will be a very entertaining game. Obviously, it affects both ends of the table. Villa trying to confirm Champions League football, trying to finish as high as possible in the Premier League. We're still going to fight for third. I don't think we're going to get third. Maybe we get fourth, though, with Liverpool losing today. They've not been fantastic this season. And Spurs, obviously, they're the big talking point. All the eyes mainly will be focused on them, unless you're a Forest fan, to see how well they do specifically, because obviously they are chasing West Ham, and they have to win. And if they do win, they do go outside the bottom three. But Villa's record against Spurs has been a little bit better in recent years. We'll go through the lineups again for both teams. Just before going to the lineups, I'll say very briefly, like I said, the head-to-head, Villa beat Spurs 2-1 in the FA Cup away at White Hart. Well, it's not White Hart Lane, is it? The Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And we also beat them 2-1 away in the league this season. Cast your mind back to last year and beat them 2-0 at home. 2-1 at home in the FA Cup. And then we got hammered 4-1 away at Spurs. So the last 4 games, we've won them all. And hopefully we can now win our 5th game in a row against Tottenham. Give me your score predictions and all that in the comments. I'm live on both the Red platform as well as TikTok. We'll go through the 2 different teams. I'll give you my thoughts below. So we've got Emi Martinez in goal. Just change this here. Bear with me. Right. Oh, that just show the Spurs team. I'll sort that out later if you're watching over on YouTube. I thought I fixed this earlier. It's kind of what you'd expect from Villa, to be honest. It's what I expected from Villa. Especially with our Europa League game. And I knew from the Bologna second leg game how important the Europa League was to Aston Villa based on the lineup. And the lineup will tell you now. So it's Emi Martinez in goal. It's Cash, it's Lindelof, it's Tyrone Mings, it's Ian Maatsen. Maatsen, Mings, and Lindelof have not featured in the first team for, well, I say for a while. Mings played against Sunderland, but the only reason he played against Sunderland was because of the Europa League. But obviously, this is a pretty rotated back four, with Cash the only survivor. Bogard and Tielemans start, so not Douglas Luiz, which I expect will start against Nottingham Forest in the week. And we have a attacking front four of Sancho on one side, Rodgers on the other, Ross Barkley in the middle, and Tammy Abraham as the striker. So no Ollie Watkins. Watkins on the bench for Villa today. So what this does mean, which I think is quite obvious, is the likes of Emi Buendia will start next week on Thursday. Douglas Luiz will probably start. Konza, Torres, Watkins. Most likely will be Digne. I would have preferred Maatsen. And you never know, some of these impressed today. They may start Thursday, but I also will now expect Leon Bailey to start at home against Forest. So we shall see. The players are coming out onto the pitch for the game against Tottenham. Spurs have a lot of injuries. However, they have recovered some players, because I heard it could have been a lot worse than what it was. Spurs have a lineup that consists of Kinski in goal, Udogie, Van der Ven, Danso, and Porro. Obviously, so they've got injuries to Christian Romero, I believe, a knee injury. Ben Davis as well. And Vicario, their goalkeeper, has been injured for a while now. So that's what their back four looks like. Palini and Bentancur as their midfield. Tell on one side in the attack. Kolo Muani on the other. Gallagher behind Richarlison. They obviously would have liked to have seen Xavi Simons and Dominic Solanke. And, you know, you cast your mind back even further. Kudus probably would have started, but Kudus has been out for a while now. Probably the most long-standing injury is most likely, I mean, James Maddison. You can say Maddison is back, but Maddison doesn't play a single minute and is just essentially a cheerleader for Spurs. Like, that sub-slot never gets used. There's a chance he comes on today. I doubt it. I just think they're bringing him for the vibes. I don't quite understand. But he's listed on the bench. I genuinely don't know why. Kulusevski, is he alive? I'm not too sure. Like, they've got some insane long-term injuries at Spurs, and I do question the medical team over there. So today it is. It's a game I think I care more than probably the Villa squad. I just am not a big fan of some Spurs fans, and for that reason alone, I would want Villa to not help Spurs stay up. The end of the day, if Tottenham did beat Villa, it would put pressure on Forest. I wouldn't back Villa to lose against Spurs and then beat Forest on Thursday. But there is a world where if we did lose today, it technically isn't the end of the world itself, because it then puts Forest in more trouble and they have to think about their survival potentially. But I just think if we lose today, we'll lose Thursday. We need today. I think momentum is such a big thing in football. Football, I would genuinely say 50% of football is mental. It's how players are mentally and emotionally. And I think getting momentum into that Forest game on Thursday is pretty big, to be honest. How you doing? Okay, but there he is. And I'm a Saudi Villa fan. Fair enough. We've got Villa fans all over. A lot in Ireland as well. Chris says relegate them, and we'll be all behind the Villa tonight. Look, there's been a lot of Big Six debate about Villa and Spurs. My take is that there probably shouldn't be a Big Six in the first place, and it probably should be a 5. You can debate, are Spurs bigger than Villa, Villa bigger than the Spurs, are Everton bigger than either of them, whatever. I don't care. I think the debate between Villa, Spurs, Everton, Newcastle, whatever, is way closer between each other than those teams are to the other 5 above them. And if Spurs go down, I don't think it's about replacing Spurs. I just think it's about dismantling the Big Six idea in general. Anyway, we're underway at Villa Park as Spurs will kick us off in their horrid all-yellow strip. I'm hoping the rotated Villa side. I mean, some of these players have a point to prove, surely. Hello to you, Jerome, as well. What's good, mate? Kickoff is now. We're underway. We are underway, my friend. Also, of course, my timer has immediately broken. I don't know why it does this to me. It's so mean. It did this last week as well. I took a measure to fix it, for it to just break anyway. I'm gonna leave it for now because it may reset itself. So I'm just gonna hide it and see what happens in the future, because sometimes it takes a while. Right. So I'll get the chat up over here. Just bear with me, guys. I'm doing alright, Jerome. I'm doing alright. I'm worried about. Well, I am a bit worried about today. Because losing to Spurs, I just think would be. I think it would be a PR disaster if we lost to Spurs. They've only won once since December, and it was against a relegated Wolves side away. You know, in fairness, a Wolves side we never beat. But it is a disaster if we lose today, especially with their injuries. And we've already given it away. Richarlison has very selfishly gone for goal there. And there was a pass to his right that was very clear. Who gave this away? A minute in, as Martinez's pass was really, really underhit, and Barkley doesn't come near the ball. But Richarlison had Tell to his right, and he just doesn't look up. And the shot deflects off Victor Lindelof, Mr. Consistent, and it deflects behind for a Spurs corner. Could have been a terrible start for Villa there. As I'm just reading some of the comments, I apologise because I've missed a few. If you send a survey to Championship Unai, you'll earn my respect, says Chris. And hi, mate. Good to see someone normal on here. A few head fried from United fans on. Look, yeah. Unfortunately, when big teams get a lot of fans, you will meet a lot of idiotic fans. So you'll see more idiots from Man United than probably any other team, because Man United probably have more supporters than any other team in the world. I'm doing all right, Ryan. I'm doing all right. How are you doing, mate? And Barca said, "Hola from Barcelona. With Villa fans, we want Spurs to go down." I didn't realise Spurs had ops from that support Barcelona. Fair enough. Magnus, go ahead, mate. And yeah. 102 Tottenham. I don't understand the reference there. I might be just very sleep-brained right now. How you doing, Goosey Eastwood? How are we all doing? Give me your score predictions, guys. Give me your score predictions. Because I've not even said mine. I think today it will be 2-1 Villa. It will be a close affair. But I think with Spurs injuries and Villa being off form recently, it's going to be close. But I think Villa, with us at Villa Park, we go and beat Tottenham today. If it was away, it'd be a different... I think it'd be a different score. I'm glad that we played them away when we were actually doing well earlier on in the season. So I'm going for a cheeky little 2-1. I think Tammy gets a goal today. And I wonder if Tammy plays really well today, does he get any chance to play over Ollie on Thursday? This is what I'm looking at this now, is like, what player here can really stand out to start in the week, or at least play a good majority of the game in the week? That's what I'd be asking the players. If I was Unai Emery, I'd be saying, look, who actually wants to give this a go? Who wants to, prove why you should be starting? Look at the likes of Bogard. Look at the likes of, Jadon Sancho has not been in the team much. Tammy Abraham especially. Show me why you should start games. And this is it. I think, again, Victor Lindelof, I think, has been quite disrespected. I think he's been actually quite consistent when he's played for Villa. He didn't. I don't think Lindelof played against Sunderland. He probably should have, in my honest opinion. Tyrone Mings did. And I think the only reason Mings played is because he's a left-footed centre-back. Jerome says 2-0. I'm getting nervous. Bro, I've been nervous since the second leg of Bologna. One for Tammy and Rogers, I reckon, says okay bet. Goosey says 2-1. Pelican 2-2. And gave over 50 years watching Paul win-lose. You stick with your team. Yeah, look, that's what football's about, You don't appreciate the good until you go through the bad and vice versa. What is the lineup? The lineup today, mate, is because we play Europa League. So this is... it's not a surprise for me that we have severely rested the team. If you're watching the stream over on the Red platform, you get to see the lineup we have. We're going to have stats as well. They'll eventually come on. Has the timer fixed itself? That will be the question. The time has not fixed itself. I have to then go and fix it, for God's sake. Okay, bear with me. I'll try and sort this out. Underneath. It might be underneath, actually. 6 minutes gone. It is still goal. Here it is underneath, for fuck's sake. Still goals at Villa Park between Aston Villa and Spurs. There we go. Right. There we go. One timer fixed. Going for the other one now. Hopefully no one scores in that time. And it'll all be fine. There we go. Timer's done. Right. Villa, you best complete the job, says FR. Look, Dr. Villa is here for Spurs, mate. That's the worry anyway. Is that Dr. Villa, whenever a team are struggling, Spurs, just like Villa, haven't had a penalty this season. I think there's a good likelihood Spurs get a penalty today. So as much as I would love to live in a world where we help send Spurs into the depths of the Championship, I don't have a lot of faith. I predict us to win. However, I wouldn't be surprised. It might be my heart talking over my head that we win today. I'm trying to speak it into existence, Wish you lads the best at Hammer Spurs, my mate. Will be hard to work with on Monday. Look, I think Spurs fans are going to be sad anyway. Or maybe they're used to it. I don't know. I'm not a Spurs fan. Maybe, defeats mean nothing to them now. It just, they've had so many over the last few years, especially this season, that losing another game probably doesn't affect them anymore. I remember when Villa, a decade ago, were relegated into the Championship. Losing just can't... You just felt numb to it. You get used to it. And I feel like Spurs, it might be something similar. At least the difference between Villa and Spurs then was Villa were down months before we actually were. Oh, for God's sake, Rodgers has just let the ball slip under his foot. and it's gone out of play. He's really been off it, by the way. Going on another tangent there. Morgan Rogers, I don't know what has been on his mind over the last couple weeks / month, but he's not been on it. You can say what he got a goal against Sunderland, but he was very ineffective for most of that game. And I don't think he's been at his best for a while. Thank you very much, Dennis. Yeah, I don't think Rodgers has been at his best for a while. I'm not going to go and talk on his behalf as to why, but only he will know, I guess. I just wonder, because it's not the first time. Like, I think last season as well, like he had a good majority, he performed for a good majority of the season, but towards the end he started to underperform, and it kind of feels like it's happening again. So I don't know if transfer rumours like go in his head a little bit, or maybe it's fatigue. I'm not too sure. That's why I don't want to talk on behalf of someone else, but it's a pattern I've noticed. Villa fans obviously like to dissect information online and make presumptions. I'm not that kind of person. I put it this way, when Jack Grealish signed for Man City, literally up until the day, I was doubting him leaving. I was like, it's all speculation. We've seen it all before, and I doubted it was going to happen until it actually did happen, and then I'm like, oh, okay. Villa try and play long towards Sancho. It does go out of play. It's a nice idea from Barkley, but it's a bit overhit. And Adogi has the throw in front of the Spurs fans in the away end. Ball rolled back to Kinski. I'm surprised Kinski has also bounced back from his disaster at Atleti. I didn't think he'd ever play for Spurs again. Obviously, the injury to Vicario probably didn't help, but he seems to have recovered, dare I say, since that game. Hey, doing Gavs? Big ups, AJ. I hope you are well. I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing, bro? How are you doing, my friend? Surely you're not enjoying football too much right now. Oh, man. Look, we love having a bit of banter over here. We love a bit of banter. It's fine. We should take the World Cup, mate. Will your team have any... Wait, what? Will your team have any in the English team? Konza will play. Well, not play, but... I mean, he might play a couple. I know Konza played a few games in the Euros a couple of years ago. Ollie will most likely be picked behind Harry Kane. He went for Solanke in the friendlies, but Solanke's injured and Spurs might go down, so I don't see Solanke in the World Cup team, if I'm gonna be honest. So it'll most likely be Konza and Rodgers. Tuchel seems to love. So Rodgers is the best chance of someone starting. We'll see if he does start over the likes of Jude Bellingham in the 10. I don't think, as of right now, how he's performing for Villa, I don't know if he quite deserves it. But we'll see. Tuchel likes him. I think Konza is heavily underrated and probably should start for England or be very close to starting for England, but he won't be. You never know. Could be a surprise. I think Konza and Gahey are the best two centre-backs for England, but we'll see. Cheers to that, says Gavs. And we may be poo, but we still beat you for... Look, we're charity, bro. Oh, what a shot for Spurs. Oh my God, it's Conor Gallagher. It's 1-0 Tottenham. It's an absolute scorcher from Gallagher. And it had to be Gallagher as well. Oh my God. Literal first shot of the game. Spurs take the lead. Bro, I've hardly talked about the game. The game's hardly been on. Literally nothing has happened. Up until this moment. Spurs have the throw-in. It's headed away by Tielemans, collected and finished brilliantly by Conor Gallagher. I mean, the closing down of Abraham's not fantastic. Bogard doesn't get out to him, but I mean, the shot is outrageous. Oh my God. The shot is genuinely outrageous from Gallagher. It had, like I said, it had to be Conor Gallagher, didn't it? Someone who Villa tried to sign. And then Spurs went and spunked the money on it. And he's not been... This probably the hilarious part about this is Spurs haven't even... Like, he hasn't even performed for Spurs, really. But he goes and makes it 1-0. Tottenham go outside the relegation zone. As of now. Oh my god. Yeah, hello Harrison. I've no words. It's the first shot of the game. It's literally the first shot of the game. It's 1-0 Tottenham. Look, he could try that shot again another 50 times. I don't think any of them go in. He's just hit it perfectly in the bottom corner. You can criticise goalkeepers at their near post. I wouldn't go after Martinez personally there. I would more question I'd more question the fundamentals of our defending on how we actually managed to get the shot in the first place. I think the initial challenge of Abraham is too weak, and then Bogard doesn't close him down. So I don't think it's Martinez's fault. I just think it's the defending. It should have been a preventable shot in the first place. But like everyone just kind of stands idle, allows Conor Gallagher to have all the time in the world that he wants to find the bottom corner. I mean, it's an unbelievable strike, but it's just kind of like too perfect for it to be Conor Gallagher, someone that Villa wanted, someone who's been shit for Spurs, goes and scores against Villa. Like, is that just not poetry for Tottenham? And this is where, like, I don't want to be all doom and gloom, right? I really don't. But I was talking to a few mates of mine this week. This feels like Villa 2 years ago, where we did very well for a good majority of the season and then ran out of steam. And we lost in the semi-final of the Conference League to Olympiacos. And we crawled our way into the Champions League. And I feel like it's happening again. I feel like the exact same thing is happening again. We've run out of steam. And we're going to crawl our way to a Champions League spot. Thankfully, a lot of that is down to winning 11 games in a row. But, yeah, this is a nightmare. A nightmare start. I genuinely can't believe this. And we have upset the entire country. We have literally upset the entire country. I've got no words, guys. Sancho's been okay. We've had a lot of underperforming wingers this season. He's been one of the better ones. However, in recent times, he's struggled. I mean, the Sunderland game, giving the ball away twice in the space of like 2 minutes, leading to 2 separate goals, is, I mean, it kind of epitomizes Sancho's career a little bit. Someone who can do so well, but then have disastrous moment after disastrous moment in very quick time, basically. Here we go. They've had another long shot. I've hit the post. Oh my god, Paulini's at the post. Oh my god. Oh my god, Paulinho nearly makes it 2-0 Spurs. It's another long shot. No one's closing this down. But is Bogard awake? Is he in a comatose state? Because he's just not charging anything down. That's a save from Martinez. I think Martinez gets a finger on that. It is. Yeah, the commentary said it too. That's a really top save, Martinez. That's literally 2-0. If it's not for Emery there. We need a halftime team talk now. Like, this is a disaster. Sabrina says, if we lose, at least I was right about these and Forest. I was saying earlier, like, there's some kind of cope that if we do lose today, it puts pressure on Forest, but I think Forest beat us anyway. If we play like this. Jesus Christ, man. Also, I don't know what you mean by Palace. Dean, we've already played them. I don't know if you've got Palace confused with Burnley, but our next games are Burnley, Liverpool, and Man City in the league. I presume we're playing flat. We've just started very flat. It's hard to explain. We're starting asleep. That's probably the best way to describe how this game has gone. We've not done something pathetic yet. It's just sleepwalking while allowing Spurs players to shoot from distance. And they've nearly got 2 goals from it. They've already got 1. Oh my god, we've given it away again. Thankfully, Richarlison takes a tumble. Honestly, he's better off staying on his feet there, Richarlison. I'm telling you, it's Bogard. Bogard is woeful in midfield. A lot of this is on... Like, I'm not going to pin all this on Bogard, but the goal is from Bogard, and nearly their second goal is from Bogard. He is so shy in midfield. He gets quite protected from Villa fans, and I don't know why. I think he's painfully below average. Look at the difference, right? I know you're going to say we lost both games, but when Onana was on the field, it was 0-0, and his presence was a lot more. In fact, actually, it supports my argument, because Bogard comes on for Onana and we lose. Onana has been way more of a presence in midfield in the 50 minutes he played than Bogard did in the 90 against Fulham and the 40 off the bench, and already in the 20 that he's played against Spurs. He is anonymous in midfield, and he's a holding midfielder. He is painfully shy. Atmosphere is flat as well now. Villa are the Villa fans at Villa Park specifically are very reactive and will often be very loud when the team does something good. If the team is shit, Villa Park is a morgue. Villa away fans are different. Villa away fans are loud no matter what, but the home fans is very much our fans reflect the game. And when we're flat, the fans are definitely flat. A score prediction, I said 2-1. You can't really give a score prediction after a goal has happened, Dean, to be honest. But I said 2-1 Villa. That'd be a close game. And we'd edge it out. Well, we're going to have to come from behind here to win. I said 2-1 Villa. Here we are. Villa fans at Villa Park. Since the Championship, since we went up for the Championship, the Villa fans have not been great at Villa Park. The Championship was electric. But there's almost like an arrogance to Villa Park now. It's weird. You said we won't beat Burnley. I mean... The commentator just said the Villa Park crowd won't take it for longer. I don't know, man. This is like dream come true for Spurs. I told you, Dr. Villa, man. Whenever you need something, Spurs will get the first penalty of the season here. I can see it coming. We haven't had one all year either, but not in the league anyway. But Spurs, they'll get their gift. Don't you worry. 22 minutes gone. Still remains Villa 0, Spurs 1. That goal from Conor Gallagher is the difference here. Tell gets a tackle in from Cash, throw into Spurs. Villa just still sleepwalking, man. It's like we need a taser to go through all the 11 players here. Far too easy to play through. Giving Spurs far too much of the ball for my liking as well. So Paulinho was very close to making it 2-0 to Tottenham. They've had 63% possession, guys. Villa haven't had a shot. Spurs have had 3. Is Van der Ven for Tottenham? All I hear are the Spurs fans as well. This is like the worst possible thing, man. Honestly. Is Van der Ven? Villa's press is just non-existent as they go back to Kinski. I mean, they could play like this for the whole game. They get 3 points. Spurs have no incentive now to go and score. They do go long. Great pass too. Very well dealt with by Lindelof. Here's Tell. Gallagher back to Tell. Tell's free as a bird against Cashier. Tell gets a cross in. Great ball. Good save. Moani probably should have made that 2-0. It's Kolo Moani against Emi Martinez. World Cup vibes there. And once again, just like in the World Cup, Moani should have made that. Should have made it count. I mean, it's a good save from Martinez, but this is far too easy. Far too easy for Tottenham. Yeah, we are letting the country down. 100%. I've said this. We are literally letting... Everyone right now is upset with Aston Villa. Every single person. I mean, I've seen loads of people get mad about our lineup. Oh my god, their corner bounced all the way through. Danso. There's a deflection away. And if that's on target, past the defender, that's 2-0, because no way Emery reacts to that. They have another cross in Spurs. Another header. Oh my god, it's 2-0 to Tottenham. Oh my god, it's 2-0 Tottenham. It's Richarlison. What is going on? Fans are going out of the ground. Not out of the ground. Might not be out of the ground. Could just be to the... It could just be to the... I can't get my words out. To get a pint, maybe. I don't believe what I'm seeing. Oh my god. Wonderful ball. Oh, it's cash marking Richarlison. He doesn't even jump. I actually don't believe... Look. I have no words for this. This is disastrous. It is 2-0 Tottenham. We are losing 2-0 to relegation threatened Spurs. What on earth, man? We are... I mean, look, we fielded a weakened team. I didn't think it would be this bad. I really didn't think it would be this bad. Villa have just not got going at all. Oh, we got no momentum going into Thursday as well. I don't know if Unai genuinely thinks that the first team is going to perform next week. Like, what's going on here? Does he genuinely think, oh well, lads, you know, it's fine. It's a-okay, guys, because you know, we're just gonna win Thursday. It's fine. Like, what? What are we doing here? We're already got players warming up. I doubt any of them are going to come on in the first half, but we've got players warming up already, which I think says a lot. Look, you have a laughy cry. This is terrible. At least the disappointment I feel for Villa is what a lot of people are feeling for Villa now. They get to know how I feel when Villa play shit. Oh my god, Bogart's giving it away. We're going to do all of this just to lose on Thursday anyway. We're going to keep Spurs in the Premier League just to go and Just to go and lose to Forest on Thursday anyway. I can't believe this. I'd rather have just played the first team. Oh, Akbar, we could have started Ollie. I don't think that makes a difference. It's not Tammy that's defending. I said it earlier. Like this just feels like Villa 2 years ago, where we just ran out of steam. And like, not only run out of steam, this is a run out of steam plus a weakened Villa side that is shit defensively, man. Man, we are making the West Ham fans fuming. Oh no. Oh no. West Ham Central, if you know, you know. He's a big Twitter guy. He's not going to be happy with this. Oh my Christ. Yeah. Right. It's obviously not individual players. However, you can't be starting Tyrone Mings in Premier League games in 2026. It just can't happen. You cannot start Tyrone Mings in league games in 2026. And like Lamar Bogard, man, like Jesus Christ. And I've had my gripes for Cash for years, but Cash defending at the back post is like genuinely hell on earth. And then Tammy Abraham goes and gives the ball away. He's probably thinking, why did I leave Turkey? Weather's better. If my hairline goes, I can get it fixed. If my teeth goes, I can get it fixed. So I'm playing every week. I'm scoring every 2 weeks. He must wonder why the hell he left all that to just come here. To not even start most games. And when he does, we're getting spanked. We're letting the country down, Jack. Have you looked at the lineup, Jack? Have you seen the lineup we put out today? Victor Lindelof and Tyrone Mings at the back. Just kind of saying that out loud is hilarious. I can't lie. Victor Lindelof and Tyrone Mings at the back, bro. I know it's still Tottenham, but Lamar Bogard in midfield. Our first bit of sustained possession has come 31 minutes into the game, 2-0 down to one of the worst Spurs sides in the past 20 years. Tielemans finds Mings. The Villa crowd are not happy here. The Villa Park crowd, in fairness, I've given it criticism. They're very angry right now. Having a go at Tyrone Mings there, pissing about on the ball. 2-0, like we're 2-0 down to Tottenham, and there's no urgency to get the ball forward, and the crowd didn't like it. Fucking now, Sancho! What is that from Sancho? Oh my Christ. Bruv, what am I watching out here? What am I watching out here, man? Sancho's pass, then. Nowhere near a man. Bruh. This man has played for Chelsea, Man United, Dortmund on 2 separate occasions, and he's doing that. I have no words. That won a European trophy at Chelsea. He scored not winning goal. He scored a goal in a final for Chelsea, and he's doing that. Jesus wept. Oh my life. Generational mid-off in a couple of weeks between Aston Villa is going to be for the ages. I think the league should look at the teams in the Premier League and be like, okay, you don't deserve Champions League. You know, Villa and Liverpool do not deserve Champions League football next season. Both of us. Rodgers now for Villa. No, he's now fouling, yeah. Yeah, Aaron, he's shit. Just like the majority of this starting lineup, man. We've just got no. We've got no rotational right backs. Well, we do with Garcia, but apparently Garcia is somehow worse than this. Jack, do you think this Villa side are winning the Europa League as of now? We have rested a team. I'm going to look directly in the camera for this. We have rested a team that is going to lose on Thursday. We have done all this just to get beat by Forest anyway. So we are keeping Spurs in the Premier League just to lose to Forest on Thursday anyway. I hate the sport. I actually hate the sport. I hate this sport, man. Yeah, we are finished. If we lose this, big if, by the way. If we lose this today and then we lose against Forest, huge question marks. Huge question marks about the decision making at this club. There's putting all your eggs in one basket. Bro, we've burnt both of the baskets, blood. We are praying that we go and beat Forest. Gavs, do you look? You asking me? I think if I think we'll beat Forest. Do you think this Villa team will beat Forest? Really? I'm asking anyone in chat. Do you see this Villa side beating Forest Thursday? I don't. No chance. Absolutely no chance of we beating Forest Thursday if we play like this. Forest aren't even that good. That's probably the worst part. Forest aren't even that good. They wouldn't be in a relegation battle if Forest were any good. There is no way we beat them. And some of these players, like the likes of Cash, who got out jumped by Richarlison for the second goal, like Morgan Rogers, who's been very quiet today, Yuri Tielemans, Bogard, a lot of these will be starting Thursday. Okay, the likes of Barkley won't. And Lindelof and Tyron Mings. And I know there's a lot of rotation today, but I'd say maybe half the team's rotated. Half of this lot are playing Thursday. Yeah, huge gamble from Unai. It's not paid off. I want Unai to go around slapping them half time. And if any of these players complain about game time, any of them, I'd want him to literally have this game available all times on speed dial. Be like, yeah, so you wanted to play. Yeah, you were a part of this. You were a part of losing to that Spurs team. Oh, Teller's just skinned Cash alive and sailed the ball into Rosette. I mean, that's more reminiscent of the Spurs that we've seen recently. But Cash getting done in. Look, Erin, you love Cash. Look at that, man. He's getting ripped apart by Matthias Tell. Are we having a laugh here? Tell. He's doing us in. Are we being real? Are we actually being real? My life, man. Logan says turn it off. Blake says laziness. Matt says AJ Powell. Sorry, bro. You might, for your mental health, it might have been good. I just don't believe this, man. Yeah, we still haven't had a shot, yeah. Still haven't had a shot. Aaron, Cash has been a nightmare today. He's been an absolute nightmare today. And look, it's not all on Cash. Like I said, Bogard has been a passenger in midfield and is, probably the reason why Gallagher gets his goal for the first one. And then Bogard sitting off, allowing Paulinho to shoot from distance, hitting the post, nearly getting a second goal. But it's no point. It's no point. No one can really hold their head up high anyway from this team, but disaster. Again, I'll say things that people will agree with, which is Tyrone Mings should not be starting Premier League games for Aston Villa. If there's ever a moment where you could use the Jamie Carragher leave the football before the football leaves you, it is literally Tyrone Mings. The football has left him. Bro, I've seen one Villa fan get a few likes questioning Unai Emery, saying sack him. I think a lot of Villa fans are hurt right now. Because I think that is reactionary. But it clearly shows that something's going wrong. When we're questioning the likes of should Unai Emery be at Aston Villa. I will still give my support to Unai. I don't think it's Unai's fault that these lot are clowns. I can question the lineup. I think the lineup is strange. I know we're trying to go for the Europa League, but I just don't see a world where Bogard should start a Premier League game. I don't see a world where Mings should start a Premier League game. I think if those two positions are different, maybe this game isn't 2-0. We are meant to be offering you 125 million for Rodgers. We better not after this game. Yeah, Rodgers is very much a clips player. Rodgers looks like the best player England has ever produced if you go off his clips, right? But he's very hot and cold. And he's been very cold recently. I honestly don't think Rodgers would do well at a big club. I think there is more expectation at the biggest clubs in the world. And I think fans have less patience. And I just don't think he would survive. Because you can get incredible moments with Rodgers. I think he, on his day, can be the best player at Aston Villa, but he can be also the worst. And if we did sign for the likes of Chelsea, I think you'd see that. Like, genuine. And, he'd have those good games, but yeah. So which team is the one threatened by relegation? I'm worried now, De Zerbi. I said earlier, before the ball was kicked, football is 50% in the mind. And I still think that. And if Spurs can go and win... I mean, look at the difference, right? I don't think if Spurs beat Wolves, they'd be winning 2-0 here. Although we're playing shit. I don't think they go and put two past us in the first 30 minutes of a game. Unless they beat Wolves last week. I think them beating Wolves has given them a bit more confidence. Jack, you're funny, man. I think if they win today, I think they stay out. I think De Zerbi has got them believing. And even though they are shit, and they really are shit, it's weird shit as well. He's got them believing. And they'll stay up. Yeah. Jack, the fans are not happy. There's going to be an almighty boo at half time. Bro, we literally can't play passes. Every time we got into their half, we lose all cognitive skills. It's like we lose our control of our feet. We go into that half. I don't understand this. I'd rather we started out first team. Not gonna lie, even if you won today, we could have lost Thursday, and there goes your. I just don't see a world where we lose this and beat Forest. Do we just think we're gonna push this under the carpet? Oh well, eh? Oh, it's fine. We'll beat Forest, guys. Oh, sure. It's just a loss to Spurs and Fulham and Forest in the first leg, but that was away, guys. We're Villa at Villa Park, and it's European nights, guys. We're gonna totally beat Forest, guys. I have no words, man. Guys, double tap screen. Give me something at least. It's the team. You lot are giving me more than what the team are. Team section down to Unai effort players, down to actual so-called players. Yeah, Villa fans going for a pint. And why not? You know? You have to find a fine line between, you know, not resting players at all and rotating. I get rotating for Europa League, I really do. I don't think that rotation should include 3 of you starting 4 defenders. And the only one that stays is questionable defensively. Like, I don't think that's ever a good idea. I don't mind Lindelof, but it's Mings for me is a real issue. I think Mings is abysmal. Mings' last game at Villa, we held 3 to Sunderland and barely won that. And then you've got the likes of Bogard, who's terrible, as our defensive midfielder, who acts like a deer in headlights when someone runs at him. Doesn't close down 2 separate long shots Spurs have. One goes in, one hits the post. Tielemans has played poorly today. I still think Tielemans should start. I think he's one of the better players. He's had a poor game today so far. Villa do have a free kick with Sancho, and a foul is given for a shove. Sancho has been awful. Rodgers has been awful. Barkley has been awful. Tammy's been terrible as well, but he's had nothing to do because we've not got the ball to him at all. Oh, it does hit Ming's arm. It's not even for a shove. Mings literally hits it off his bicep. I'm lost for words. Spurs played worse against Wolves, by the way. To put this into perspective, the Wolves game was a close game that Spurs narrowly edged. Oh, the boos at Villa. The boos literally drown out anything from Spurs. I've got no words. I'm just reading. I have absolutely no words for this. McGinn missed today because of a hamstring. How much of a player is Mings to Villa? Not Mings, sorry. Mings is so much on my mind, it's crazy. How much of a player is John McGinn to Villa that without McGinn in midfield, we're this bad? Like, I thought things have been bad recently. This is a lot worse than what we've seen against the likes of Forest and Fulham. Having no McGinn, it's like we've lost the leader. And I said something similar actually when we didn't have McGinn recently. And it's happened again. We're playing like we don't have any kind of leadership. It's almost like to me, a bunch of youth players who don't know each other. They know there's a scout in like watching somewhere, and they're told you just have to play and good luck basically. But you don't know anyone, and you're just trying to play as an individual and hope for the best. That's kind of what this game feels like. We're just hoping for the best. The timer is the timer wrong, but no, the timer's fine. Yeah, we're just hoping for the best, basically. And it's not working. I mean, look at the ratings. Look at the ratings. Yeah, Mark, unfortunately, I can't leave. Have a pint for me, yeah? If it does happen. Villa's record this season, with and without Megan, shocking. His talisman. What's worse as well is the sweltering heat and the fact we're helping Spurs stay up. This is like the worst kind of outcome in ever. This is horrendous. Oh my life. Oh my god, even Mark Goldbridge. This is a joke. Villa aren't playing this game. This many changes makes the league a farce. Some Villa fans walking out quite rightly. Villa have let the country down. Aston Villa, the country is counting on you. You had one job. Pathetic performance all around. Mark Goldbridge also says, have to feel for West Ham. Spurs would lose this game normally, but with Villa making so many changes because of Europa, it's a gift for Tottenham. Bro, every tweet on my timeline is everyone hating Villa. I'm going to ask, for the non-Villa fans who are in this stream, do you hate Villa right now? Is it that bad? I have never seen this much hate towards Aston Villa before. It feels like everyone coming together. This is genuinely hilarious. Everyone coming together to hate my club. Rory Jennings knew it. Emery and Villa have let the country down. The lineup is unforgivable. Basically throwing the game. Hope Forest batter them in a week now. Bro, those are harsh words. Words I don't condone, obviously, because I want to win on Thursday, but Christ. Villa ruined the league's fun helping Spurs stay up. We won't forget this. This is what's going to be the horrible part, is if Villa somehow win the Europa League, right? If we somehow win it, everyone's not going to care because it's like, oh, nice. You did it by helping Spurs stay up. It will still be like a giant middle finger. It'll still be a giant middle finger to everyone else. It's like, we don't care. Absolutely spineless. Bro, even everyone's talking about it. Roy Talks Football says, this is genuinely embarrassing from Villa. This Villa B-side should never see the light of day again. Some of this lot play for their national team. Thanks, Dean, for the £5, by the way. It says, Liverpool lose, Villa go joint third. Spurs been rocky all season with 2-0 down home. Same old Villa bottle job. I appreciate your donation, bro. I am truly lost for words. JLB, thankfully, we've basically guaranteed Champions League. We could lose every game, and it's probably bloody likely as of right now. I still don't think teams below us win enough. Brighton shat the bed yesterday. If Brighton would have won yesterday, I'd be less confident, but Brighton lost. Which means the closest team to catch Villa is Bournemouth and Brentford. Bournemouth would have to win... I mean, there's a chance Bournemouth do. I mean, Bournemouth have to win at least 2 of their games. And Villa would have to lose 2 if Bournemouth got to play. Bournemouth play Man City. Are they realistically going to beat Man City? And they got Fulham, Man City, and Forest. Forest will be fighting for their lives. Fulham have Europe to fight for, and Man City are not going to lose a game for the rest of the season. So I think, by the grace of God, I think Bournemouth won't win those games, and Brentford play again. It's Man City, it's Palace. I mean, that's a winnable game. And although Liverpool are shite, they do play Liverpool on the final day. So I think by the grace of God, we are gonna get Champions League, and just like we did 2 years ago, we're gonna crawl our way doing it. Yeah, Gavs, I know. If I went anywhere in Nottingham or anywhere in and around, is it East London where West Ham are located? I would get attacked. Oh my god. Or was it West London? I can't remember. I don't know London geography, unfortunately. But wherever West Ham are located, yeah, they wouldn't like me right now, and it's fair enough. Fuck you playing that, bro? Don't ask me, man. We're playing like it's fine to lose today because it's okay, guys. We have Europa League Thursday, and football doesn't work that way. And I know I'm questioning the most successful Europa League manager of all time, but I do question that decision to essentially throw today's game away entirely. Like I said, I get some rotation. I don't get this. The amount of rotation we've done today, I don't think makes any sense. But Villa fans won't care as much. If we win Thursday, Villa fans will move on very quickly. I know the rest of the league won't. And no one will want us to do well. We have lost now. Any support from anyone we had to win the Europa League has now vanished. I hope everyone knows that. We will have people from all over the world hate watching Villa in the Europa League now. Especially if you're West Ham. West Ham should hate Villa now. They should be hate watching Villa every step of the way now. And I wouldn't even blame them. Knew him. Okay. I learned something there then. There we go. Like I said, I won't go there right now. Literally every post on my footy page on Twitter is just about this. What would I change at the break was one question. Need a special permission for halftime transfer window to make this any better. Someone replied saying the club I support. Oh my god. Oh, that's Gallagher's first goal for Tottenham, by the way. Jack, mate, said, "Oh, look at us. We're Aston Villa. We want to be the only claret and blue team in the league." if you don't laugh, you cry. I honestly, this is horrendous. I can't believe what is going on here. This is a team on the verge of qualifying for Champions League, and we're playing like this. I can't get my head around it. Jack, I don't see it, man. We'd have to make subs now, and then see. This is the problem that we've put ourselves in, right? This is the problem. Also, I've got 2 different Jacks in 2 different chats, so I apologise if there's any confusion. We've put ourselves in this situation where we've started a weakened team, and we're 2-0 down. He could try and rectify and bring on some of those players who are literally rested now for Thursday. Problem is, bringing them on now, if we carry on losing today, which is, I don't see us coming back from 2-0 against Spurs, it means we've basically not rested and also have lost. So, like, I just kind of feel like we firm it at this point. I can't call you just J-Roz. That's fine. Aston Villa Football Club let Connor John Gallagher score on the Big 26, 25 yards for Tottenham Hotspur at Villa Park. Yeah. I don't know what to say. Last time I seen Villa play this bad, We have had horrid games in Emery's tenure. The Arsenal one, when we got beat 4-0, was a low point. I'm trying to think. Again, that was without Kamara. A lot of the bad games we've had have been without Kamara. And Kamara, unfortunately, is made of paper. So that will happen again in the future as well when he is eventually back. Look at Villa's form with and without Boubacar Kamara. It's terrifying. Since his injury, which we fell off the cliff. In fact, let's have a look at the results, right? Because we went on that 11-game win streak. Where was it? So we won all those games. Lost to Forest, rebounded immediately lost to Arsenal, rebounded against Forest, drew against Palace, beat Spurs, but in that Spurs game, it's where Kamara got his injury. And then we lost to Everton directly after that. Did beat Fenerbahce away, and we beat Newcastle. But then it started to wobble, because then we had the likes of Brentford at home, we lost 1-0. Bournemouth away, we drew 1-1, deserved to lose that game. Beat Brighton on an own goal in the last minute. Lost to Newcastle at home 3-1, where Bizot lost his mind. Drew at home to Leeds 1-1. Lost 2-0 to Wolves, who had hardly picked up any points in the season. And lost 4-1 to Liam Rosenior's Chelsea. A Liam Rosenior Chelsea side beat us 4-1. Did squeak a 1-0 against Lille before, again, losing to Manchester United. That Bogard injury killed us. It actually killed us. And we had a mini revival recently. We beat West Ham, we beat Lille, home and away. But we've not really recovered since Kamara's injury. We just have these we win a couple, we lose a couple. We win a couple, we lose a couple. Now we've lost to Fulham 1-0, lost to Forest 1-0. Now currently 2-0 down to Tottenham. So this will be 3 games in a row. Our last goal, ironically, was that Tammy Abraham last-minute winner against Sunderland, and we have since not even really come close to scoring. I feel very flat right now. I'm hoping something else can happen second half, but I doubt it. I think so, Gavs. You say this Kamara. Boubacar Kamara is one of the best holding midfielders in the league. If Kamara played for any of the bigger sides, he genuinely is our best player. I don't care. I'd fight any Villa fan on that. Kamara is Villa's best player. It's just he's always injured. He's always injured, man. He's torn his ACL twice in 3 years. And we look terrible without him. And then we went for a spell where we didn't have him, Tielemans, and John McGinn. But here we are. We did win 11 wins in a row after losing to Liverpool, which is hilarious. Well, Emery's back out. I want to see a completely different Villa now. I'm surprised no changes. I'm stunned at no changes. I thought we'd have at least one. Again, literally, I say it, and there's the commentator's like a parrot immediately in my ear. He's like, even he said he's amazed. No, I'm shocked. I really thought we'd have at least one, but neither team have made any subs. Yeah. Kamara's number of working knees is directly proportional to Villa's XG against Spurs. God's sake, man. This is a genuine miracle. I didn't have a look at the Spurs fans, actually. That's something I didn't read, what the Spurs fans are saying. I'm sure they're delirious right now. Obviously, all the focus will be about Villa, but I'm sure they'll be very happy with how they have played specifically. Oh, they're mad that the commentators are just concentrating on how bad Villa are. I'm not focusing on how good they are. I do think it's a case of wish, though. I can't lie. Oh, offside has just come from a Villa set piece. Oh, really, guys? They didn't have anyone on the post, which meant that the short pass back to Sancho is immediately offside. Yeah, I agree. It's mad how players get all the you get all the notice basically from players basically because the teams that they play for. There's only a few that come to mind. It's mainly attackers. So like Morgan Gibbs White is probably one of them, but then again he doesn't really play for England. So like if Gibbs White played for any big side, he would play for England, you know? I think the only Villa player that gets any kind of notoriety is Morgan Rogers, and arguably he doesn't deserve it half the time. Bruh, they've said only Spurs have players warming up, and we have no players warming up now. Jesus, man. Scheme for Tottenham. They play out from the back. They're just basically very slow tempo around the back, wanting Villa to run at them and playing it around Villa. They did that for a portion of the second half, and that's how they've started. Sorry, a portion of the first half, and that's how they started the second half as well. Kinski has it again. Villa crowd getting a bit antsy. Good tackle from Cash. That's going to stay in play. Barkley's just muscled off by Van der Ven there. It's just easy for him. Oh, Mickey Van der Ven just falls to the ground and the referee buys it. I don't think there's a foul there. They're holding each other. Literally, Van der Ven puts his ass in front of Barkley and his arm and then goes down. Whatever, man. Bailey's hair is wild. I don't know if he's going on. Bailey's not in. He doesn't have dreads for some reason. I've never seen Bailey without dreads, actually. That's kind of mad. Lindelof doesn't get a clean connection on the ball. Still keep it, though. Barkley's pass is poor. Yeah, Barkley's been terrible. And Barkley just lashed into a Spurs player and fouled him. And he's been booked. Please get Barkley off. Please get him off, man. Erin, I don't even know who I would bring on. We've put ourselves in such a shit position here. I don't even know who I would bring on to try and salvage this. Rogers through to Tammy. And it's a great tackle, Van der Ven. Oh my god, Van der Ven playing like Europa League prime Van der Ven. I don't get this, man. Van der Ven has looked lazy and shit all season, and then he's running to make tackles like that. I don't get Van der Ven. Why is he not asked until he plays Villa? I don't I don't understand. I've watched him be lazy and shit all year. And we finally get a chance to play a ball to Tammy, and Van der Ven immediately flies out of nowhere to win a tackle. I don't know where that's come from, though. Spurs go long. The general perception, though, is that Villa's lineup is like that terrible that essentially Spurs have won because of it. Or at least are winning because of it. There is a world where we could have played our first 11 and still lost this. And then there's no excuse. The excuse now is that we've put our second team out, and you never know. It's hard to guess, really. I think we'd be a lot more better defensively without Tyrone Mings. I don't know if it would have made... I'm trying to think, would it have made too much of a difference anyway? Is what's in my head. Because I think, well, if you play Ollie Watkins hasn't been... Like, Tammy's not been the issue, I think, for going forward. Because, I mean, we've hardly given the ball to him. Oh, my Christ. That is why I hate Tyrone Mings. That pass. Holy fucking shit, man. He is so bad. But he can't even play well when I'm talking about him. He has a chance there, Tyrone Mings, to make me look mad and do something good. But no, he gets the ball under no pressure, just pisses it out of play. Oh my life, man. Mings is so wank. He's so terribly bad. Oh my God, man. I'll blame my dad. Making me a Villa fan. It's all his fault. I wouldn't have this pain. I would not. It's all on him, really. I wouldn't have this pain. God's sake, man. Porro wins a foul from Tielemans. Oh yeah, love him, bro. Do you want him? I'd drive him there. I'd drive him. I'd drive him right now. Free of charge. Free of charge. He would proper suit in with the centre backs you've got, bro. He would make Trevor Chalobah look world class. You'd love him. Here's Tell for Spurs. Into Porro. Porro digs across. Danso keeps it alive. Paulinho into Gallagher. I thought he was going to have another shot then, Gallagher. Decided to go for the safer route. And Spurs just shepherd it from left to right. Dean said he'd bring on Rashford and Diaby. A funny guy. Porro has a shot. Does sail over. We are giving a lot of freedom for Spurs to have a go at goal. Although I would rather it be the likes of Pedro Porro than anyone else, but still. It's far too free for my liking. Guys, if you haven't already, please double tap the screen. I appreciate your support. I'm live over on the Red platform. If you want to see how bad the stats are, they are horrendous. Horrendous viewing, to be honest. Honestly, man. The Villa admin has posted pictures of Youri Tielemans and Tammy Abraham with a battery emote. Read the room admin is one comment. Bro, everyone hates us. I hope you fuckers lose the Europa League, says Andrew, and then lose the UCL to Bournemouth. There's a lot of hate right now. Someone said, do you even believe in the rubbishy tweets? Oh, my life. Goldberger said it's a mockery of the league. Paddy Power. But everyone's having a dig. Literally, everyone has just decided to have a dig at Villa all at once. Paddy Power, call me crazy. Getting walked all over by one of the worst teams in the league doesn't seem like ideal preparation for a big European game. Every Premier League club needs to try their best to get Villa relegated next season if they let Spurs walk away with 3 points. There's a Villa fan saying the whole country is about to realise what it's like to support Aston Villa. Unai, Emery and Villa have undermined the Premier League today. Is sickening. First time I've been furious with Emery. This is his fault. And you've got never turn off to 30 minutes, but tonight is that time. Utter disgrace of 11 players not trying after 7 changes that essentially say we don't care about this one. Rarely been as angry as a Villa fan. A Chelsea fan puts, it was fun while it lasted. The Spurs are staying up. I feel sick. Every comment is a hit piece. Here's another one. Villa are public enemy number 1. Praying to God they lose against Forest now of the big gimps. That's a Newcastle fan. Oh, my life. Corner for Spurs. Headed away by Tammy. Tell on the far post. I mean, the offside flag I think has gone up now. Hope Spurs pay you after the full-time whistle, AJ. Suddenly, the Villa bank account has had an increase. I don't know where from. Darren, I agree, man. Is Watkins coming on? Are we having a laugh? So they might as well have just... Bro, I don't understand this. Rodgers had a chance to play Tammy through, but he couldn't play the pass. Bro, Gala dog running around, man. Chasing the ball. Turn from Rodgers. Gets a foul. We haven't had a shot still, guys. We are now in the 60th minute. Tammy's off. There's Ollie to come on for half an hour. I don't know why we're just not giving Ollie the full, you know, the full rest. Like I feel like it's kind of pointless. They're trying to give us hope. Villa have scored 10 goals with subs this season. Tackle from Rodgers. I think it's hit a Villa man in Sancho. It hasn't. It's a Villa throw. Bentancur, just like me, thought that hit a Villa player in Sancho, but the referee didn't see it. Daniels, mate, I'm sorry. I don't see us getting anything. We have to have a shot in order to score a goal. I don't know if Villa know this, but we still haven't registered one. Maatson into Rodgers. Rodgers might go for the first shot of the game. He does. That's Villa's first corner of the game. It's at the Holton. First shot of the game. Nowhere near the target. Deflected. We do have a corner though, if there's anything. So go off. I do feel like if we got one, you never know. Because they're so wank. Corner comes in. Kinski punches it away. Falls to Cash on the far side. Cash crosses low. Cleared at the near post. Spurs only get it away as far as Bogard. Still well there, Bogard. I'll give him criticism today, but that was good. That ball forward, though, however, was not good. And here comes Spurs on the attack. Oh, this could be bad. This is like 3-on-2 here. Oh, good defending, Maatsen. Very good defending, Maatsen. Crowd roars. It's Barkley. It's Sancho back to Barkley with a 1-2. Here come Villa again. This is a little bit better. Barkley into Watkins off the bench. Forced out on the left-hand side. Gets tackled by Galadog, who gives it away, though, to Sancho. Into Tielemans. Tielemans into Barkley. Ross Barkley. Fellaini, man. Jesus Christ. And then he goes down. And this referee has given them every single decision possible. I have never known anything like it. Every time a Spurs player goes off his feet, a whistle immediately is followed. Yeah, Mark, you would be very sober. You might have had one shot. You can still probably legally drive. I don't think there's much in that. Bro, Palhinha is celebrating like he's won the World Cup, man. Mings back to Martinez. Mings into Maatsen. Just heavy from Maatsen. He's too fast for his own good, Maatsen, sometimes, because his touch of the ball, he runs like 100 mile an hour. Rodgers is surely fouled by Palhinha there. The referee does give advantage. Rodgers has a go himself when he had options left and right. Decides to ignore both. His shots charged down. Falls to Moane. I just feel that's incredibly selfish from Ollie. Not Ollie, from Morgan. Ollie with the shirt pull on Moane there. Whereas Luis sat on the bench being rested for the Thursday game. We're going to lose. I sound like you. That's the worst part, Dean. I actually sound like you. Yeah, and J. Ross, Tuchel loves Rodgers more than anyone. So guess who's starting in the 10 at the World Cup? Yeah, 0.01 XG. Which was Rodgers? Spurs have the medical team on for Bentancur. Probably time wasting. It's 2 charge down shots from 30 yards. Bentancur is probably going to be off for Spurs. It is a change. Mark, it ain't going to happen, bro. Mings will play every minute. We're not going to make a centre-half substitution. He'll unfortunately play every minute now. Mings shouldn't play again for Villa. I'm not joking, and that may seem harsh. I don't want Mings in a Villa shirt again. I said something similar against Sunderland. And he got shadowed a little bit by Tammy's last-minute winner, but he shouldn't have started that game. He definitely shouldn't have started today. Why is Kolo Muani going off just clapping the away fans? Like going up and giving high fives to everyone. Basuma and Spence have come on. So they're getting a bit more defensive now, Spurs. Sancho does probably the best thing he's done all game, and then he follows it up with a bad pass. The worst Spurs team in my lifetime, we've managed 2 shots and 39% possession. I almost can't believe what my eyes are showing me. Only look, I would criticise the referee, and I think the referee has fell for their shenanigans a little bit, but it's you can't put anything on this game on the ref, in fairness. Jemba Jim. So shit they named him twice. So I ain't got a lot of energy for this game, guys. I'm sorry. It has been this stream has been as flat as the game. I can't lie to you. 68 on the clock, still goalless. Lindelof on the ball back to Martinez. What's the name of the Villa goalkeeper who made the mistake against Blues? Enkelman. Peter Enkelman. Villa go route 1 into Ollie Watkins. Flag has gone up eventually. Me too, mate. Me too. They've completely sapped the energy out of me. I don't know what to say. I predicted a win. I thought it was going to be a close game. I got stunned when we went a goal down because the game had hardly really started. I mean, it'd been on for 10 minutes, but nothing happened in those 10 minutes. And then, oh wait, Gallagher just rattled in a shot from 30 yards, and I think that like stun locked the whole Villa team. I don't know how else to describe it. I just don't think we expected. It's almost like we're a bit naive. It's like we just did not expect to be losing this game. And then Richarlison makes it 2, like maybe 10 later. Only moments after Paulinho hits the post. And then Martinez has a save tipped. He tips a shot over the bar from Mwani. He probably should have made it 2. Yeah, the fact Richarlison scored a goal. Yeah. 0.02 XG, man. The players have a lot to answer for this. It's seriously. The lineup selection, it's on Emery, but there's only so much I'm going to pin on Emery because he can't make them put the ball in the back of the net. He can't make them make those passes in the final third. We've just looked lifeless going forward. And kind of like last week, they just wanted it more, Watkins has a shot block. That's another shot, guys. There we go. Cross towards the far post. Header away by Danso. Sancho battling Rich. This is what I mean, right? Spurs want this so much. You've got Richarlison playing left wing back. Sancho beats one, gets to the byline, pulls it back to Tielemans. He hooks a cross in towards Watkins. That's overhit though from Tielemans. And when you've not created many chances, you've got to hit a ball better than that. But Spurs want this so bad. You've got Richarlison playing left wing back. Like, they really want this now, Spurs. Just seen another one. I speak on behalf of English football when I say I hope Nottingham Forest dump these jokers out. Spence down the right for Spurs. Jed Spence pulls it back to Gallagher. Spence again. Skips past Matson. Still Spence. Deflected wide. And flag has gone off for offside anyway. Bro, every tweet is either hate for Villa or hate for Emery. It's actually insane. 45, bruv. I know this was 53 minutes ago, so it obviously is not the case now. But there was a point in this game where 45% of the Villa passes were between Lindelof and Tyrone Mings, apparently. Jesus wept, man. Probably the most damning comment I've seen after everything I read today. Morgan Rogers currently looks like that £8 million signing from Middlesbrough. I can't think of a more damning comment now. That is brutal, but as brutal as it is true. He does look like someone we've just bought from Middlesbrough for £8 million. Matson's cross headed away by Danzo, and it will be a corner to Villa. Danzo's been rock solid at the back, by the way. Mark, I don't blame you. I do not blame you. Corner to Villa, 15 to go. Tielemans right-footed. It doesn't even beat the first man. Gets it back, Yuri. Again, can't beat the first man. He just gets deflected by Porro twice. And he can't find a pass against Porro. Are you being mad? And it's their ball. I have watched Yuri Tielemans fail to beat the first man at the near post from a corner, which was Porro. It then went back to him. He tried to cross it back in. Porro got the block again. And then he tackled him for the third time. Oh my God. Oh, you got little Spurs pricks. 2-0 to the camera. Specky blonde 8-year-olds giving it the big one. Van der Ven just took over the ball and he's on a run. My question though to Van der Ven, where has this been all season? That's what I don't get. This has been like the best Van der Ven has played all year. For those interested, as things stand, Spurs go above West Ham now by a point with a win, 2 behind Forest. Forest do have that game in hand, but they do close the gap on Forest a little bit and put West Ham right in trouble. And I feel for West Ham, especially after yesterday. They get done by, in reality, against West Ham. Against Brentford when they were denied a quite obvious penalty in that game, and they ended up losing it 3-0. They also had a goal disallowed as well by VAR. So they lose that game 3-0, and it gets followed up by Villa putting out a complete second string side against Tottenham and allow Tottenham to walk all over us. Villa go long in search of Rodgers. Does get it, but Porro's there, and that should be a corner, which the referee has not given. Rodgers is seething. Rodgers getting booked for complaining as well. Kinski. What has Kinski just done? Kinski just blasted the ball into Rosette accidentally. I'm not. I'm not sure what I've just witnessed there with Kinski, to be honest. We need all the gifts that we could possibly get there, to be honest. Even if we got a penalty, I don't think we score it. That's like how low I am right now. I still think we miss. Lindelof's pass is absolutely horrendous, but we get it back again. Maatsen down the line. Finds Rodgers. Oh, my life. Rodgers has been so bad. And he's lost it again. Bergard falls to the floor. No foul given. Cash rattles with Tell. Gets the ball somehow. Richarlison is now down. Told to get back up by the referee, and he's just immediately back on his feet. Barkley into Mings. 12 minutes to go, man. Where is the time gone? Maatsen is fouled by Paulinho. I mean, that's a booking for Paulinho, surely. Ref! He's just throwing the ball away. Tielemans will be on the free kick for Villa. United, mate, we're in trouble. I don't see this Villa side winning Thursday. I really don't. Tielemans takes a free kick for Aston Villa. It's a cross to Cash. We've... Immediately give them the ball because Mings fails in the box. I don't think he does a lot there. It's just every time... I said it half time. Every time a Spurs player hits the deck, and again, it's just they're holding each other, and Udogie just falls to the ground. Every time they have a player go over, the referee blows a whistle. So it will be Bailey, and it will be Buendia, and fans are leaving. It took the subs of Bailey and Buendia for the Villa fans to be like, yeah, I've seen enough. The Spurs fans singing, is there a fire drill? Actually, can't be arsed, man. Tielemans, Watkins. Danzo is literally holding Watkins there. Should be a booking for Danzo. It is. Lewis, mate, it would... I mean, Bournemouth would have to win all their games. and they play Man City in that time. I still think we're fine for Champions League, but it's going to be like 2 years ago where we crawled our way in there. And we might even make it by like a point or whatever, but... And we do play Burnley next week, but we are... I don't want to think about it, but we do play Burnley. City only beat them 1-0. Fucking hell. Rodgers into Cash. Back to Rodgers. Can't even make 5-yard passes. Literally can't make 5-yard passes. They're in on goal if they play the pass here. But the pass wasn't there. They've just slowed tempo down and gone backwards. There was an opportunity there for Spurs to go potentially 1-on-1 there. But opted against playing the pass and just being a bit more conservative on the ball. Tackle from Rodgers. And it's going to be a corner to Spurs. I mean, that just clearly hit Rodgers. I don't know what he's complaining at there. I don't think so. Is it Idevix? Idevix? I don't think so. If we play like this, we won't. I don't care if we've rested half the team. It's a mental game at times. We have no momentum going into that game now, so I don't see it. Danso's header saved from Martinez. Played out quickly. Header forward finds Sancho. Sancho plays a pass back to Cash. Still the subs are waiting for Villa. Tielemans clips it out wide. That might go out of play. Stays in. Rodgers there. Chance for Villa. Rodgers gets a corner at the halt. Deflected off Basuma. That should be the subs now for Villa. Still the subs don't go, which is crazy. Youri Tielemans corner for Villa. Oh, it's terrible. Every Tielemans corner has been awful today. As very much unlike Tielemans, but every corner has been awful. Oh, Porro has beat Tielemans again with a tackle. This is probably Tielemans' worst game in a Villa shirt. He looks absolutely awful out there. Double sub, Bailey and Buendia. Oh, that'll inject life into this team, guys. Bailey and Buendia. Barkley and likely Sancho. It is. Bailey and Buendia to save the game. What a miserable time. Mings forward, finds Bogard. Fouled, surely. Referee doesn't even play advantage. It doesn't even think it's a foul. Gets a throw in for Villa, though. Gallagher wanted a foul. Cash back to Lindelof. There's just no like. There's no intensity, so we kind of already know that the writing's on the wall for this game. Porro, unironically, has got man of the match today. Porro has won every tackle possible. How you doing, Addy? What's good, bro? Is Bailey into Buendia? Buendia just bumped off the ball by Van der Ven, who again has been very good today. I'm interested to see if they give man of the match. You could honestly give it Van der Ven. Well, that might be your team as well, Gavs. In fairness, you might lose to Spurs too, so we might be together there. I wouldn't put it past this Chelsea side to also lose to them. Bro, even Hater Central's tweeted about Aston Villa. Jesus Christ. We're making Arsenal mad, in fairness. Genuinely despise every man. You know, City will hit them for 5 on the final day too. Oh, their hate for Emery is mental. I completely forgot about the Arsenal angle. I can't lie. Well, look at me on Villa, and I'm going to prioritise my European semi-final instead of relegating Spurs for a laugh. Pathetic. Another Arsenal fan. I hope Unai Emery and Villa get battered on by Forest on Thursday now. Effed up for everyone. Corner to Villa. And that's the best chance of the game, and Mings had it over. Probably should have been a goal, though. Mings also hurt himself in the process. That should actually be 2-1. I think Mings gets a head in the back. Richarlison heads Mings' face. I'm getting used to it now, unfortunately. Could be worse. I could support Blues or West Brom. So that's my KPO, and that I'll try and feed off for the rest of today. Harrison said no comment. I think we lose to them anyway. I mean, that would be the icing, wouldn't it? Chelsea losing to Spurs as well. Mark, I'll be with you shortly. I'll see you, a lot of you on Thursday. Which I'm hoping is not going to be a miserable day, but it probably will be. I don't. It's funny though. I don't actually feel nervous for Thursday. I don't know if you guys. I feel like this now. I just feel like lethargic now. I kind of have like no emotion about Thursday now. I'm expecting to lose anyway now. It's took all the nervousness away. We're just gonna lose. There's no point getting like. It's hard for me to emotionally get up for that because I just don't see us winning. This is just Olympiacos like all over again, like from 2 years ago. 5 minutes injury time been shown. We've already played one. This literally is that season all over again. We just lose steam. I don't know what it is. We just completely lose steam at the end of the season. The Emery has a lot to answer for today. 2 shots. 4 shots now. Still yet to hit the target. Mings probably should have with a header, but even if it was even one against Spurs. I mean, those ratings, Jesus, man. Any player I can give any credit to? You know, I think it's the first time this season I don't think there's a single player I can give credit to. There's usually someone I can say. I don't think there's a single player in there that I would give credit for. We're 2-0 down, and the best answer I have is our goalkeeper. He stopped a Paulinho shot from going in as he tipped onto the post and kept out Mawani. How Cash has scammed a 7, I don't know. Cash has also been terrible. Cash, any Villa player having a remotely green... I know it's on YouTube or whatever, but having a remotely green rating for today is the biggest farce. You can kind of go off rating sometimes. You can't go off it today. It's also got Lindelof high up there. I don't think Lindelof has done too much wrong, but he's also not done a lot right either. There is going to be some scathing reactions from me today online. I hate being negative about Villa. Just puts me in a bad mood. I don't know how content creators like Expressions Oozing do it, man. It kills me. It kills me. It genuinely kills me. Well, some people are known for doing their best work when their team does shit. Like the likes of AFTV and Expressions and even Mark Goldbridge at times. This just absolutely flattens me. I don't know how teams do it. Like fans of teams do it. It takes a lot as well for me to be angry watching football. I just get sad. This is just sad. Like I was mad earlier at Sancho did make me crash out earlier with a bad pass. It takes a lot for me to be angry about football. It just flattens me. And we've got a minute to go until this game is over. I appreciate all your support, guys. There has been a lot of support today. And I will be live for Thursday, and I will be making a video after this as well. Rightfully so, by the way. Villa Park is very empty right now. Yep, it's a curse, mate. Also, what did bringing on Ollie actually do, other than just make him 30 minutes more tired for the Forest game? The only copium I have is now Forest are not as safe as what they were. That's the only bit of cope I have. Gallagher booked for trying to slow Villa down in the 5th minute of injury time. Probably the most pointless foul and yellow card ever. I've just seen Buendia slip over and lose the ball. That should be game over after this eventual cross fails. We might not even have a chance to cross. We go backwards. Bailey. Cash. Hooks a ball in. Flick on header. Hey! We've scored. Hey! Way! We've scored a goal, guys. Hey! Buendia makes it 2-1, guys. Flick on header. No clean sheet for the Spurs. Hey! Incredible. Good header. You know what? It's a good header. It's actually a good header. I don't think a goal has ever meant as little as that before. Jesus wept. I've changed the title. It literally might just be for about 10 seconds. We have scored a goal. Harry said you've turned it off at half time. Fair enough. We won the second half, lads. We won the second half, but we lost the game 2-1. That is full time. It's 2-1 to Tottenham. Dear, oh dear. Devastated. We've lost by 2-1. It is over. I'm not going to give him a man of the match. I'm not going to say anything. We have helped Spurs get out of the bottom three, and they may stay out there now. I will be live for Villa against Forest on Thursday. We are not winning that game, so if you want to see me cry again, feel free to watch me on Thursday. I'm also going to make a video as well, very, very shortly. Full time here at finish, Villa 1, Spurs 2.